Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Low Level Energy Mental Omega. I seriously don't know how to start out this, but hey, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we're back with another Mental Omega game, this time on Doom Patrol 2, pretty much as always, playing as the US of A. I lost a couple games before this and decided to record because I was really feeling down. I played a lot of Psycorps before this and honestly lost pretty damn hard. In fact, I was playing against Ragnaros and some other Chinese players, so I needed to get my mind and my strategies in check. Starting out with grabbing both the oils, it's pretty important that you do try to go for the other oil and try to secure that because it is a lot of money income that you can get, and I do manage to snipe the engineer right before it gets into this, and I was able to definitely mop up some conscripts before then, and the engineer barely gets in. I think he didn't target it. He did have an engineer going into the derricks before I did, so I didn't get the first capture bonus. However, it's mine now. He's gonna have to train another engineer. So the first thing I thought of this is that this guy's playing Russia, and because he is playing Russia, I cannot allow him to build up to tier 3 and stop me with Volkov and Tesla Cruisers. Playing as the US of A, I'm pretty vulnerable to that until I have Tanya IFE. And if you didn't know, Allies tech buffing was pretty immense because of the power requirements. Turbines got buffed, so it means Allies can tech up pretty damn easily before or pretty much equal to Soviet tech in times. And as you can see, he is pumping out miners for days. I am thinking that he is going to go for a very economic route just because he doesn't have any early vehicles, and I did have my second refinery later than him. He's got a very good build order going on. We're selling his first refinery too for the extra cash and income. So he has a lot of revenue. He has a lot of units on the field. Mostly just conscripts, sure, but he does have the map presence. While I do hold both of the derricks, this is going to be a tough one. And usually in this matchup, USA versus Russia especially, it's pretty much about who can, I guess, outmaneuver the other. Both factions have paradrops. Russia has the tank paradrops. USA has the Bloodhound and the, just regular troop paradrop. And Russia does have a very powerful hero, and so does the USA. USA now with Tanya IFE can just absolutely destroy mobs of units. Warranted that you need to micro properly. And I think I went for a lot of CO IFEs at this point because I realized he wasn't building any vehicles whatsoever, and I wanted to get rid of the conscript count, so the best way to do that is to get CO IFEs out on the field and just focused on just getting as much of that as possible because I was running on pretty good amount of money. I've mined out the gem field, and he wasn't really getting bomb buggies or whatever. And if he did get bomb buggies, I did have the insurance with my storm trials there. Now, tier 2 is almost up. I am definitely going to go for this because he doesn't have tier 2. I mean, my tier 2 is up. His tech is just nowhere. Absolutely fucking nowhere. He has only infantry, and that is prime. Oh my god, look at that melt. Oh my god, yes. Absolutely melting that infantry blob with a seal right there. That is some tasty grub for the seals. Gonna slap that NG out. And he pulls all of his war miners, and I realized I didn't bring any of my Guardian GIs. So we're just gonna run these guys to the right now in order to just stop that war miner convoy. Holy shit, you see how many war miners he's got? He's got like fucking 12 or something. Those are pretty impressive numbers, but that means he doesn't have any vehicles to deal with any of the shit I get. I pulled my IFEs back because I know that Tanya's about to hit the field very, very soon. So I do a little harassment with the Storm Childs, killing a little bit of the Rhinos that are very, very big threats to CO IFEs actually, or IFEs in general, because they take up a lot of shots for the Seal IVs. I mean, the Seal IVs can eventually kill them. They just take a lot of shots, but for the Tanya IVs, it's basically nothing. So I bring my Guardian GS over there, siege up, try to focus down some miners. That is usually the best way to do it. And I am going to use my Tanya IV here to get some good miner kills. There you go. Get some kills on the rhinos because obviously they can't do anything. Pull this guy back because he's trying to kill the Tanya IVs with war miners. Look at how many miners he's got. Holy shit. This guy was really gonna go for like some kind of MCV spam, because I know he has a second war factory, but holy shit the amount of miners here. Good thing though, because he spans so many miners with that second war factory and stuff, he has a lot of money, just no tech to spend the money on. Eventually that means I was able to out-tech him with Tanya here, and oh my god, he just sacrificed all of his miners just to kill Tanya, I think. There we go. Tanya goes down, but so does literally all of his mining force. Now, of course, Abrams and the rest of my forces are going to be able to clean this up pretty damn easily. I run my COIFs in the back. Conscripts or flag troopers are going to go and engage. I'm just going to go and kill the war factory. There we go. They're sacrificial pawns, but I do have Abrams and the Nasina cannons out, so he's not going to be able to touch me. So yeah, that's pretty much a game-winning strategy there. Having the Cryocopter in the back is the Cryocopter is basically like a sneaky Kirov, right? And everybody knows how devastating the Kirov can be when nobody notices it. So the Cryocopter is basically like that, except only one building at a time, and it's still a pretty fast helicopter. I don't care what you say, it's actually a pretty fast helicopter. So yeah, strategies like this, especially at the start of tier 3, people are probably not going to notice it as much. So this is definitely something to keep in your build order, keep in mind, considering you can really easily just build that one Cryocopter and then produce Abrams for the rest of the match. I mean, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, right? But if it did work out, you're taking attention away from his side, and he might have to unpack his MCV or whatever, so, you know, it's still a good way to harass him. And harassment is part of USA's greatest strengths. And you might be thinking, well, maybe USA's greatest strength is right here, where we have a literal tier 3 blob just mowing down shit. IFE gets screwed. I don't have any NG IFEs because I usually forget to build those. Don't be like me. Remember to build engineers to fill up your IFEs. It's generally a good idea. And right here I basically have him by the ropes. There's no way he's going to be able to come back with on the MCV or even tier 3. He's trying his best to get the forces that he needs. So here he is going for one final push with a massive, just absolutely massive amount of units. And one Mercury Strike will ruin the plans of some of that. So here we go. Massive push incoming. Conscripts and flag troopers versus the Abrams and the Cenas, and boom! Look at those big Mercury Strikes. Alright, anyways, that is the video. See you next time on the low level energy. I don't know what to call this, really.